In this video, I'm going to be critiquing 3 Facebook posts of Alex Hormozi. Probably you know him. He is the owner of acquisition.com, a 9-figure company, or he has various businesses that are worth probably not more than 9 figures. So it's going to be an exciting ride. So let's get into this. First one is here from August 2nd. I felt this way after crossing high 8-figure revenue. Same thing happened when I crossed 9-figure revenue. If you want to learn how to have enough repetition on making money models that make it boring to make so much money, read the following on how to build a money model. So let's get into this first. I felt this way after crossing. Same thing happened when I crossed. I think this is a fairly decent hook. I would say it's not amazing. It's not super driven, super loaded with curiosity, but it's a good enough hook. What I don't like here is that it's a bit too long, this sentence. If you don't want to learn how to have enough repetition, and I always try to stay away from the word learn because it implies effort. So in this case, I would probably choose another one. If you want to master or something like this. But the bigger beef I have with this sentence is, it's as I said, it's very, very long. There's almost no punctuation, and it just feels like it's just it's just going nonstop. And that's why it makes it a little bit hard to read. So what I'll probably do is, if you want to learn how to have enough repetition on making money models, So I'm not sure what he means by, like, I know there's money models here because I read the post, but if you want to have enough repetition on making money models, so this is not clear to me without reading the rest, that make it boring to make so much money. And then I would probably have an ellipsis here and put this on the next line. Read the following post on how to build a money model. So another thing is, you have making, you have make, and you have make again. So it's like 3 times almost the same word in one sentence. And then you have money models, and then money. So this whole sentence creates a lot of repetition and makes it a little bit confusing. So I'll probably say, if you want to learn how to have enough, if you want to learn how, maybe something like, if you want to see how great money models can make it boring to make so much money, check the next few bullet points on how to build a money model. Something like this would work. Okay, then we have 4 core components of money models. Okay, then we have attraction offers designed to maximize initial conversions, often low ticket or free. I would probably say often free or low ticket, because that's the essential model. Free, low ticket, mid ticket, higher ticket, very high ticket. So often free or low ticket to generate immediate interest and initial cash flow. Okay, cool. I think that's fine. Upsell offers, more offers, i.e. more of the thing they just bought. So I'll probably say here, instead of this, I'll probably say more of the same, which means if they, for example, if you're selling a supplement and they take 1 bottle, you can offer them another bottle. If they get 3 bottles, you can offer them 3 more. If they buy 6 bottles or 5 bottles, you can offer them 5 more. So that's naturally what upsell 1 is. Sometime immediately follow initial sale to increase. Sometimes, I guess sometimes immediately follow initial sale. I'll probably just say They immediately follow the initial sale to increase spending per customer and boost the average or order value or AOV, significantly boost initial transaction value and profits. So this is kind of very similar to increased spending per customer. So I'll probably rewrite these two to make them more clearer and remove this. And it will make this very symmetric because every core component would have two bullet points. Otherwise, it's like 2, 3, 2, 2. So yeah, so this is more or less redundant. Then we have downside offers. Convert customers initially resistant to higher priced options, higher priced, not praised. Carefully structured to avoid cannibalizing premium sales, turning potential no into profitable. I'll probably say turning a potential no into a profitable yes, or turning potential no's into profitable yeses. I think with a potential no into profitable yes is great, though I'm not exactly clear what he means by avoid cannibalizing premium sales. So I guess this needs to be explained a little bit more. And the last part is continuity offers, establish recurring revenue streams, or promote sustained purchasing relationships. Yeah, I think these are fine, though purchasing relationships, promote sustained purchasing relationships sounds very fancy. Promote ongoing buyer relationships, I guess, or something like this, though I'm not exactly sure what he means. One other thing that I noticed is that the punctuation is not very consistent. For example, he would have a full stop here and here. There's nothing. Here you have, and then here in the last one you have one, and there's no. Obviously, this is very small thing, but yeah, just wanted to mention it. If this was helpful, I'll probably be a little bit more specific here. If this breakdown or this, if my breakdown of, if the breakdown of this money model was helpful, that's how I change it. I literally wrote a help book about money models. I'm not sure why he says literally, so I'll probably just remove it. I would probably say I just wrote a whole book, maybe even be more specific, a 271 page physical book about money models. Click the link in my bio to sign up and get one. I promise you won't regret it. This sounds a little bit forced, and I don't dig it. Click the link in my bio to sign up and get one. Sign up for what exactly? It's not clear why they need to be signing up. So I'll probably just say click the link in my bio to get a copy, and then maybe if some people have already bought this book, let's say 10,000, I'll probably just say over 10,000 people have already got it and they're loving it. So it's like you're sharing social proof from your audience. Although I know Alex Hormozi is very famous, but this just doesn't seem like a great call to action. All right. If you've been enjoying this video, let me know. I'm Svet, the Copywriting Titan, and I do copy critiques and provide as much copywriting and marketing information from my almost 10 years of experience in this game. So let me know if you're enjoying this video, and if you like the breakdown so far, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment and a like. And let's get to the second one. So this one is a little bit shorter and punchier. So 23 years old, left my consulting job. 24, opened 5 gym locations. 26, closed down 6th gym, lost everything. Again, 26, got back to launching gyms and lost everything for a second time. Again, 26, in desperation, started licensing model as a Hail Mary. It worked. 27, gym launch, does 3 million profit the next 6 months, then 17 for next 12 months. 28, started Prestige Labs, blah, blah. 20 million the first year. Launched UCL, a software company for residents to work to work leads for customers, to generate leads, I guess. Then 30 is missing though. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, let's break down a few of this. So it says left my consulting job. That's fine, but I'll probably start with something like more vulnerable here. Because obviously you started with some kind of job, right? I'll probably say 21 maybe, or whatever, whenever the time he got this job. Maybe he was 18, maybe 20. I'll probably say 20 years old, started a dead-end consulting job, which I hated, blah, blah, blah. So it just gets the tone right. Like he's struggling, and then you go from struggling to more struggling to more struggling, and then things finally start working. So it took him several years to go to this, to 27. Let's say he was 21 or 22 or 20, 6, 7 years to go to this one. It worked. I'm not sure, like maybe he can be a little bit more specific. It made blah blah blah, something like, it doesn't have to be very long, just like 5, 6 words. But from it worked to making 3 million profit the next 6 months, and then this just feels like a little bit of a rush in the story. Started Prestige Labs. It's not clear what this is. For example, this one, he said what it is, but this one is not clear. Prestige Labs. Obviously, gym launch is about gyms, and he said launching gyms. I'm not sure why he skipped 30. Maybe it was like a gap year. Maybe he took it off. I'm not sure, but I would still include it. 31 sold 75% of use Allen to strategic buyer in all stock deal. It's not clear what use Allen is, and it's also not clear whether like this could be worth like 1 million. So from 20 million to this one, which is less than 1 million, doesn't make sense, right? So he needs to mention at least the figures. Then again, sold 60% of Gym Launch and Prestige Labs. Okay, this one is better. And obviously we all know about Gym Launch, but we still don't know what Prestige Labs is, and we don't know what use Allen is. Okay, he has it here. Sorry about that. This one is with capital letters, and I thought it's an acronym. It seems it just use Allen, so this needs to be more consistent, and we don't know what this is until now. Okay, launching 100 million models, my new book that will. Here I will probably spell it out. That will change, because you want to focus on this. Using a contraction here doesn't feel great. That will change more businesses than anything else I've made. That's very strong, but I guess he has 2 other books. So yeah, to all the gladiators in the arena, we're all in the middle of writing our own stories. I would just focus on the reader, not on too many readers. I would say just, if you're a gladiator in the arena, know that we are all in the writing of. Well, I guess that sounds a bit weird. I guess it's fine, but it could be a little bit more specific and geared towards the reader. The worse the monsters, the more epic the story. You either get an epic outcome or an epic story. I like this. It's great. Both mean you win. Keep crushing. May your desires be greater than your obstacles. So, the only thing I don't dig too much is like this was a little bit like the transition wasn't great here. But overall, I think it's a good post. I'll probably just focus on having a little bit more struggle here, explaining this and making sure this is more consistent. And I'm not sure why he missed this, but overall, very good post. And let's take a look at the last one. One of my companies sold for 8 figures when I first started. Okay, one of my companies sold for 8 figures. I think that's a good hook. But then here, when I first started it seems unfinished. So I'm guessing this is the whole sentence. So this should definitely either be an ellipsis or a comma. When I first started, I couldn't afford employees. And then here I would have some, at least a couple of words as a transition. So, to afford payroll or something like this. Otherwise, it just feels a little bit too abrupt. I cleaned the floors, I fixed the equipment, I ran the billing. I mean, I made the sales, I ran the ads, I recorded the ads. Um, I I taught all the workout classes. I work 18 hours a day to make it all happen. So this could be a little bit better. So for example, to afford payroll, comma, and then you can have clean the floors, fix the equipment, ran the billing. I would say secure the sales maybe, or close the sales, ran the ads, recorded the ads. Maybe just say ran and recorded the ads, taught all the workout classes, and worked maybe my ass off or something, 18 hours a day to make it all happen. And this would probably be, um, I wouldn't include this in the bullets, but more like a summary of all this stuff here. Most people underestimate the amount of effort it takes to win in the beginning. 1 to 3 million, I would probably say from 1 to 3 million is the most painful stretch when running a business in the beginning. So we have in the beginning, this repetition. I'll probably just say at the start, you have to make a trade for what is most comfortable now versus what you want most in life. Overall, I think it's a good post, but with just a few small changes, it could be even a better post. So, yeah, let me know if you've been enjoying these critiques. I'm not sure why my video disappeared. Well, anyways, this is my avatar. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel, and if you want to work with me, check out the links I have in my description, and I will see you next time. Cheers.